Now, to the other side of the Alabama win, it happened earlier in the day with Tennessee looking very, very good against LSU. LSU fumbles the opening kickoff. Hendon Hooker, a couple of plays later, scores for Tennessee, and the Volunteers go on the road and get the win at LSU, setting up an undefeated matchup with Alabama in Knoxville this coming week. And this one's important because we have been searching for a long, long time, maybe for the past 3-4 years, of someone who could go to Georgia and say, and you know what, you're really, really good. You're dominant. You were the national championship a few years back. You were the national championship a year ago and you win. Fine. But we're here too in the SEC East. You're going to have to also contend with us in the SEC East. And I thought that's why yesterday was so big for Tennessee, because we have been searching for that team that could go in with Kirby Smart and go head to head with the Georgia Bulldogs. Now, I'm not saying to this point Tennessee would beat Georgia. I'm just saying you're going to get to know, as like I said with the week preview, is a get to know your team. We got to know a lot of Tennessee yesterday, and I thought it was great because you go into a hostile environment in Baton Rouge. LSU hadn't lost the opening loss against Florida State. They were starting to get some confidence, a little bit of swagger about them. But from the opening kickoff to the time Hendon Hooker and the Volunteers walked off that field, they looked every bit of the part, setting up some confidence with them. 40-13 the final against LSU. And we had talked about this on College Football Final, which, by the way, you can always watch College Football Final on demand on ESPN+. But you're talking about a Tennessee team that now comes into their game with Alabama with a ton of confidence. And why wouldn't they? With how they played Saturday, Hendon Hooker, 239 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jabril Small, 127 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jalen Hyatt, Brew McCoy. They had huge games for the Volunteers. They haven't even gotten back Cedric Tillman yet. And so every week we always talk about this look ahead, or who is this team really? Tennessee does exactly what they were supposed to do. They get the win at LSU. Alabama survives nearly against Texas A&M, setting up this monster showdown coming up in week 7. So cheers to Tennessee for going on the road at LSU and absolutely bludgeoning LSU and setting up their undefeated matchup.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.